Everybody, a special edition of NFP News from the Pew. We're going to try to do one weekly good news this week type deal stuff. Try to find something good to talk about. And because everyone loves the bad news. Bad news gets clicks. Bad news people brains. If it bleeds, it leads. You don't go to the news and say, hey, we're opening this story with a firefighter that saved the kitty from the tree. Never happens. Doesn't happen in church news. Doesn't happen in secular news. It's got to be the bad, the ugly, the bad, and the hideous. The good, the true, the beautiful. No one cares about that. Anyway, we're going to do it whether you like it or not. Anyway, so here's a little story from up in the mountains of North Carolina where the hurricane came and the floods and landslides took away pretty much a lot of the populations up there, a lot of homes. If you've seen the report that I did on yesterday on the Sensibility channel, I put a lot of stuff out that you haven't seen unless you're on TikTok, or maybe if you're not following. If you don't live in my area, you might, and I don't know offense, you might not care. You might not know what's going on. It's not. I'm in North Carolina, so it's gonna be all over the place. We're looking at it's in our backyard. I mean, it's an hour away is where the first people that don't have home is. So it's near and dear to us. If you're in, I don't know, Arizona, or I'm just picking states, Ohio, New York, wherever, you're not thinking about this. And, sometimes you might not, it's think locally, act locally. You're not exactly here. Now, do we help each other out? Of course. Now, here's a great help out story that is in the mountains. I have this another segment of this on the call to action video I got put on yesterday.
Challenge. All of the homes are definitely without electricity in this community. The power company has not even been able to get in to assess the full extent of the damage or to develop the plan. So we definitely know that we are going into winter without electricity. The outpouring and the generosity has been really overwhelming. Lots of local organizations, local people volunteering, canned goods, water. Samaritan's Purse has been a huge godsend. They said, just dream big and ask, and we can see what we can do from there. So I asked for a generator, a cook stove, and a heater for every home. At first, I didn't even have a count of the number of homes, so he said, let's start with 50. When it landed, they were shipped in pallets of 4. So we wound up with 52 generators, and as we started giving them out, there were exactly 52 homes that were inhabited at that time. So we're doing good.
And again, it's high 20s happened this past weekend up there. So it was good to see how the communities come together around the area, around the state, and help them out. And you saw Samaritan's Purse, which I can't remember where they're located. It's the Graham family, Protestant based, and they got trucks that are going left and right. They came up here, they went down to Florida. It'd be great if we had something like that. Why is the way of the parable of the Samaritan, Good Samaritan, you see that everyone might be going, oh, look at those heretics. Isn't that the Samaritan that they were the heretics and helped out the guy on the road that down to Jericho? It was the guys that were in the church that poo-pooed and shoo-shooed and I had no time for you type deal. And so anyway, it'd be good to see if we had something like that. Now, there are churches up in the area. I've had them linked to the other ones. Please send their stuff to send any donations to them. There's a couple that are looking for just financial contributions. So as one priest said, he can go out and go get the stuff and get it to the people because they might not have transportation to even get anywhere to get it. Another parish has a list that you can go on Amazon, click, and just send to them. There are parishes there are guys that are doing wish lists, that are putting together wish lists for things that they can go. You can go right to their. This is a guy that works for Mr. Beast. I can't remember exactly what it is. He has a wish list put together. You click it, and it will send right to wherever they're located, so that they can get it. So hey, there's a lot of good things going on. A lot of long road ahead up in that area. People need homes built. It's in the winter. You got pregnant women who are going to have babies. They don't have a home to go to with it. There's another video of people saying that there's just places that you have to get to. You have to use a rope to climb to get there. There was a guy, he contacted me on on X, Twitter X, whatever you want to call it. He's the husband of the lady that they had online. They had on the local news, who's the insurance company trashed their policy with it, got rid of it, kicked them out, and it's 100% loss. He's considered it a landslide area. Obviously, there's no landslide insurance policies anywhere. So he's, I don't know. I'm trying to get other people, bigger names than me, to bring that story up, because he's got a GoFundMe for $80,000. There's another lady that has a GoFundMe for $30,000 to build her home again. There's a lot of money that's going to be thrown out to get the homes rebuilt, and it's going to take a while to build these homes. Anyways, thought it was a good thing. Here's in Catholic team video news. Catholic Charities Relief Fund, they almost got $500,000. It says 500,000, but the diocese newspaper said close to 500,000. So at 500, $500,000, great job for everyone to come out for that, who's helped out. The Martyrs Walk, I helped promote them to get their funds up. They weren't thinking they were going to get that high. I told my boy Jason, "Hey, watch it. You better get that goal up higher." People got about 130,000, I think it was. So good on all y'all that donated to them to help them get through the basic necessities. Again, much bigger. Phase 2, in a sense, unofficial phase 2 is after you got the food and stuff. Is how do we get these guys homes again? So that was here's their website, the disaster relief, giving.classy.org. And I should get that out. Another good news story is in Montreal, they're phasing out fluoride. I don't know if you saw the FDA story a couple of weeks ago, where they ended up saying how fluoride in the water is actually causing problems with kids, which, if you've been listening to any kind of alternative media, you've known that for years. But in this, Montreal is phasing out fluoride after a federal judge rules it's a neurotoxin in historic lawsuit. And the think locally, act locally mindset, there are a lot of cities in the States that have banned it. Even in Charlotte area, in the southeastern side, I forget the name of the area. It's kind of it's high to do. We're talking homes starting at like $2 million. They're trying to get fluoride out of the water too. So the movement is getting out there. The idea is out there, and it's getting more momentum. So that's obviously a good news, because you talk about the RFK Jr. wants to say, hey, we make America healthy again. Well, that's a good way to start, is to getting the poison out of the water everyone drinks. As they say, it makes kids basically more stupid. There's no scientific evidence that helps anything with your teeth. But the ADA, the dentists that's a hill they're going to die on. Anyways, just a couple of good news stories. I didn't want to take 10 hours. I was uploading a lot of other stuff earlier. And yeah, just continue. If you have any other good news stories during the week, send it to me. I'll put it up. We'll try to make this a weekly thing to go around with the regular news from the Pew Show. God love you. Have a great weekend.